Right. Good morning. Thank you all for coming. Today I'd like to talk to you all about something that's going to affect everybody in this room and everybody outside if it hasn't already done so. I'm referring to presbyopia, which is the natural aging process of the eye leading to the loss of near focus and the eventual need for reading glasses. This process starts at the age of 40, and regardless of anything that we do, either in terms of medication or exercise, this cannot be prevented. So, as you can see from the timeline of visual errors, visual problems start actually much earlier than that. In the form of refractive errors, we're starting as early as 20 or even before. Refractive errors such as far-sighted, short-sighted, astigmatism, and keratoconus. As a patient ages, presbyopia starts to kick in at the age of 40, manifesting itself around 50. After that, patients will start to develop cataracts around the age of 60, leading to the surgical intervention for lens replacement. The ophthalmic world refers to the correction of presbyopia as something called the Holy Grail. This is primarily because, till date, there is still no solution that can truly solve this problem. So this creates a massive opportunity for some superior innovation. If we take a look at the general demand, the addressable market is staggering. At the age of 50, 90% of people at the age of 50 will have developed clinical signs of presbyopia. That current to date is a population, with extrapolation to 2020, is a population of 1.8 billion people. If we add on to that refractive errors, we're talking at 45% of the world's population being affected. Alternatively, if we take the other side of the coin and we look at the industry providing the solutions, spectacles and contact lenses make up $55 billion and a $21 billion industry respectively. Now, in combination of those two, taking just a fraction of that, we're left with a huge, but more importantly, a captive market. So as life free of spectacles and the demand is combined with the lack of comprehensive surgical solutions, we're left with essentially a market which is poised for explosive growth in medical device and ophthalmic space. Which brings us to MAG Optics. MAG Optics is designing and developing two breakthrough technologies, an intracorneal inlay and an intraocular lens. The intracorneal inlay is designed to treat presbyopia in addition to a wide array of refractive errors. The lens, intraocular lens, is designed to treat cataract in addition to the presbyopic correction. The company and the designs are based on extensive clinical experience and on cutting-edge research in the field of accommodation. The IP portfolio is expanding rapidly, and we have a unique lean structure which allows us to rapidly innovate. We're based both in London and in Chicago. So generally, the vision is affected, the human optical vision is affected by both 2/3 from the cornea and 1/3 from the lens. So MAG Optics devices tackle both of these anatomical defects eventually. This is the cornea. This is where we'll be placing our intracorneal implant. For the sake of today, I'll be talking about our corneal implants, which we refer to as the MAG arcs. So before I do, we'll just talk about the current environment of how these are treated. We both have surgical and non-surgical. The non-surgical is well established in the spectacle and contact lens market. The surgical intervention involves other intracorneal inlays. These have been on the market for a few years, not a long time. However, in that short space, they have found several difficulties. First of all, these are all centrally placed optical devices. They're also limited in the scope of indication. They also do not allow for the individualization of the patient's specific refractive need, and they do not have a way of accurately predicting the visual outcome. So, brings us to the MAG arcs. Refractive errors are caused by a irregularity in the corneal structure. MAG arcs is a platform technology. By manipulating the structure of the cornea, we change the corneal shape from one that is incompatible with clear vision to one that is. Each patient will have a different combination of the number of implants put in and their location, and it's that variability which allows for patient specificity and the improved patient outcome. Unlike all companies and all devices out there that are being implanted in the cornea, we do this by a data-driven approach. The way we've done this is by developing a program utilizing finite element analysis modeling. We take corneal measurements from the patient, run them through our algorithm, and the resulting process gives us a surgical map, our implantation map, telling the surgeon exactly where to place each implant for that specific patient. These implants go into the periphery, avoid the center, which also allows for greater structural integrity. So, what's our competitive advantage? First of all, we are multiple indications. We do not treat only presbyopia. We are treating several other conditions at the same time, depending on the structure and the pattern in which we place these implants. Second of all, we are preserving the central optical zone. Thirdly, we are patient-specific. By using our finite element program, we are aiming now to give each individual patient their specific implantation map. So quite simply, there is no other comprehensive single surgical solution that offers uncompromised vision for the wide array of refractive errors and honors the integrity of the cornea except MagArcs. This is not an incremental change or incremental increase in innovation. This is generally a leap forward. So who are we? Over the last 2 years, so we were incorporated in 2014. Over the last 2 years, we've covered tremendous ground. In 2015, we set up a wider international developmental team. We iterated 4 times in 4 independent cycles to get redesigns, and we have implantation data from cadaver eyes. In 2016, we transitioned into first human feasibility studies with implantation into 18 eyes across multiple age groups and multiple indications. Astonishingly enough, what we found actually is the patients are reading J6. J6 is newspaper font size at arm's length without spectacles. We're also validating the model with the live implantation data that we're getting, and we're finding a correlation of up to 95%. We've kept all of our focus on de-risking both the technical aspect and the execution aspect of our company and the devices. And we're now currently looking to raise a capital seed round of $3 to $3.5 million US. Where are we going next? Well, our prototyping process is 95% complete. With the capital raise, we're looking to buy ourselves a 3 to 4 year runway, which will allow us to complete all of our preclinical testing and have already started with the first batch of results coming in from independent clinical trials. The ultimate aim is to achieve CE mark. We also plan to expand the wider MagOptics team. Currently, the MagOptics team is threefold. Myself and Dr. Marwan Gabra are both doctorpreneurs. We have deep, extensive clinical understanding and experience in the ophthalmic space. We have supplemented that understanding and expertise with Mesquita Singh, who brings significant seasoned senior management, in addition to running multifunctional teams, business expertise, strategic planning, and financial expertise. So bringing 2 devices forward, both groundbreaking in their own right, is a complex proposition. What we've done over the last 2 years is assemble our international developmental team. This involves people from the material engineering space, manufacturing expertise, testing and efficacy, in addition to the regulation. We've also reached out to the wider industry as well to garner support and advice from highly experienced and well-established key opinion leaders who have been given very positive and valuable advice, in addition to industry executives who have been advising us every step of the way. We're part of a wider network of support groups, mentorship programs. In addition to that, we have started, and with a great degree of success, gained traction in startup competitions, having recently won a few in the United States. And as of last week, coming in second out of 15 companies chosen to present at a Johnson & Johnson sponsored startup challenge at Bio Europe in Cologne. So from a investor hat, putting the investor hat on. Although the market is in the infancy right now, there is staggering appetite from the investing community. This is evidenced by the fact that over the last 7 years, 4 companies have been able to raise $475 million from industry-specific and wider VCs such as KKR and Versant Ventures, in addition to strategics such as Alcon, Bush & Lomb, and Johnson & Johnson. The market is huge. The demand is unmet. The population growth suggests that this demand is going to continue. And quite unique to ophthalmology is patients are willing to pay out of pocket to obtain such innovative devices. So wrapping it up, the market is enormous. The IP is clean and wholly owned by Mag Optics. We have significantly de-risked the technology. We have also vetted and validated our designs and approach by the industry. We've stayed lean, we've stayed self-funded and focused on value-generating milestones. And now we're looking to complete that process and that progress with the capital raise of $3 to $3.5 million. Thank you.